And so, now we begin the first of our truly optional chapters. And this is actually quite an interesting one. So we've had the haunted shipwreck. Now we have the haunted mansion. Oh gosh.
The mansion towered sentinel-like over its visitors. A deathly silence loomed in the air, and not a soul could be seen. There seemed to be a palpable stench of blood emanating from the mansion, as if a beast already had them in its jaws. With an icy chill moving down their spines, they approached the front door.
Getting very, very, dark as they approached the front door. This is a momentous occasion.
Do we really have to break into this mansion? There has to be a better way.
Evidently
so are
not.
You refusing to rescue a damsel in distress?
Oh, fine. I said I'd help, didn't I?
Believe me, I'm incredibly grateful.
Good grief, Lowell is a very low level right now. That is insane. He'll soon level up to our standard, though. It'll be fine.
May I have a look? There's a knack to these doors. Aha!
Oh, wonderful.
It's open.
I bet the door's going to slam shut on us, isn't it? It's always the way with these haunted
Must be in here
mansions.
somewhere.
Told you.
Oi, don't just close the door. It's like it closed on its own.
No dice. Looks like we're trapped in here.
Wonderful. Now this is probably one of the first...
What's that?
Oh. What, Yurick? Yurick? Oh. The chandelier.
No way!
Which is going to fall. Yes. Of course it is.
A welcome with a surprise, eh? Proceed with caution.
It's a haunted mansion, Dagran. This is
Just a few
gonna
scratches.
happen.
Quite a ghastly place, judging by the welcome.
That's aristocrats for you. Nut jobs, the lot of them.
Totally agree. So, he's one to save up. Now, what I was going to say before Yurick interrupted me by getting nearly killed by a chandelier, is that you can tell that bits of the last story, the audio editing is, not great, in that kind of lines get cut off in cutscenes. It's just like, come on. You couldn't, you know, kind of keep it as it should be. Like, get it so that all the line is there, but it doesn't happen. It kind of reminds me of some of the audio editing in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is quite bad. I think they may have fixed it come the North American release, but in the UK version it still remains as being slightly troublesome.
Let's try through here.
Oh dear. We've just lost Dagran. That's good.
Dagran! Answer me!
He
Cool
disappeared.
It, Zael. It's just a trap.
Call it!
He ain't gonna get done in that easy. Let's keep going.
Very
He says be
true.
careful, he's the first
Yes.
to get done in.
Master Dagran.
This place really sends a shiver down my spine.
It's a haunted mansion. Oh god, everyone's gonna get picked off one by one, aren't they? And bats. Bats.
Nobody here. Dagran! If you're here, answer me! This mansion is not normal.
I can't believe it's really happening.
Horace, you sure you don't know anything about this place?
Ah, what are these scratches?
Oh dear. Lowell? You might want to move, mate?
Wait! Don't eat me! It is terrible! There's a girl I know! She's some real prime beef!
Damn it, Lowell!
That's
One
wonderful.
more down.
Where could they have possibly disappeared to?
I said we shouldn't have come here. Didn't I say that?
Well, I totally agree with you, Yurick.
Master
We
Zael,
need
where's
to,
that mirror?
save Meredith, Horace's wife.
Are the others trapped in here?
You came out of nowhere.
Here.
So, time to murder.
It's a skeleton.
I know what it is. Will you shut up? He doesn't look like the last one.
Interesting. Now, it's taken me a long time to double check everything. Far longer than it ever should have done for the main battle theme. But the main battle theme, which you just heard then, is called
Wonder what's written in it.
Order and Chaos, or something to that effect. It does have a properly Japanese name, but having that name, well, pronouncing that name, I will probably not even bother. But I do actually have it, because as I said before, when I got the last story, I got the limited edition, which came with a soundtrack. Well, selected soundtrack, I should say. And in that selected soundtrack, it had the battle theme, as well as
What's with this mansion?
the stuff about
People in
like a
the
little art
city
book as well.
say this
Really
place
cool.
is, cursed.
Oh,
Many have entered, but none have ever returned.
wonderful, Horace.
Maybe
Thank
you
you
should have
very
mentioned that
much.
small detail.
I'm sorry. I thought it was just a silly rumor. I mean, who ever heard of a man-eating mansion?
Man-eating mansion.
Horace.
Yurick, let's just find Dagran and Lowell.
Okay,
The sooner we find them, the sooner we leave.
indeed. So, for Pete's sake.
Enough with the bats!
I totally agree, Zael. But yes, the Japanese name for Order and Chaos is Chitsujo to Konton to, or something to that effect. Oh dear,
Master Zael!
we've lost Yurick.
Oh, at this rate, we'll be gone too.
Okay, that's slightly creepy. Also, I'm sorry, but, that's a very weird bed. Like, stupidly weird. It doesn't look particularly comfortable. Yeah. More skeletons! Because the undead despise us, therefore we must kill them. And of course, Horace is going to get kidnapped. And we're on our own. Wonderful! Well, I mean, at least we're the last one to survive in this horror fest. But then again, that's not always a good sign. Sometimes means that you're about to face the most violent fate. And facing the most violent fate is not fun. In fact, it's the very opposite of fun. It's terrifying.
A book.
Now, pretty much
Wonder
in
what's written in it.
every single room there is a book, which has a diary, to give you more in-depth understanding of what's happening here. It's something that obviously the last story does very well, and that's the characterization. And even though this chapter seems a little out of place, largely because it's basically just an homage to horror stuff, but even here, there's still great characterization. You get to see that Yurick is very, very scared of things. Now, make sure to look at this sword with the shield, because it's going to fly at you. If you don't look at it,
Funny. Who does these
then
things?
I think you get
Man-eating
damaged,
mansion.
and also
They creeps.
the sword will not stay in the wall. If it does stay in the wall, you can get it, which is quite cool.
It just...
Oh. This is, great. Oh! Right.
coffins. Lucky me.
Indeed. Hey, look, it's Horace!
You're alive.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
And it's a skeleton. Wonderful. Basically, you've got a variety of things in these tombs. Once again, we are being Tomb Raiders. It's great. Well, I mean, I guess stone coffins is more accurate
You're safe.
than tomb.
Phew. Caught me off
But
guard.
either way. Now, I believe,
Yurick, are you alright?
actually, it's only later,
I'm fine.
where these can damage you. Although, actually no, they can still damage you now. If you get a wrong one, then they will damage you frequently.
Lowell,
And it's painful.
how do you feel?
Not bad. Old Black Bones must be off partying with the other skeletons.
It's a pair of glasses.
Those belong to my wife. Oh, no. Please, Master Zael, you have to save my dear, sweet Meredith.
I know, just calm down.
Indeed.
We should head back inside.
We're doing our best, Horace. We will find her. And we will kill whoever is responsible
Please be
for it.
safe.
Just keep calm, Horace. We'll find her.
Now, I'm quite grateful for this healing bomb. And I can just get that health back that I lost from being an idiot. Well, not being an idiot, because it's completely luck-based as to where everybody is. So your only way of finding them all is to literally check every single coffin. And here we have a terracore.
This thing is covered in thick armor.
Yep. Basically, the way that you're going to want to take it down is to try and slash it,
Split it in two.
You look moody, Dagran.
which is easier said than done, mind.
Didn't you promise Mirania?
Largely because you don't have the height advantage here, but Mr. Terracore here is not particularly difficult if you just whack at him.
You made a promise. Should keep it.
So now that that's done, I think it's time to get back into the mansion, because we are nearing the end now. We have, I'm assuming we're going to locate Meredith soon.
Back on.
Oh,
What is it, Zael?
it's a little ghost boy.
They can't see him.
Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Why is it that kind of loads of games that I play always end up making me
Must be a key somewhere.
think of, like, well, bring up the supernatural, and then I'm just like, yeah, ghosts. I do actually kind of believe in them because
A groan
things have
coming from the
happened
other
in my
side.
family.
It might be Meredith.
Okay, so we need to find a key. Damn it, if only we had the keyblade. It'd be so much easier. Now I dislike... Oh, God, we have another Terracore. You just like throwing these things at me, don't you? And also there's a sorcerer and an archer. And I believe there may or may not also be bats. To be perfectly honest, Lowell, I'm in the same position.
Don't let him grab you.
Now, if people get taken down, then Mr. Evil Black Skeleton will appear and drag them back to hell. Or back to the stone coffins. Which, obviously is not good, because then that means that you have to go and pick them back up again. Which is frustrating, especially when there's only one person who's gone in, well, got taken away. Now,
Guys, man-eating mansion.
Lowell's Berserker mode,
Oh, not again. Gotta get them back.
well, get
I need
him
to
back.
check the coffins back in the courtyard.
Yes,
All of
okay.
the coffins are closed back up. They must be trapped inside.
Him, not they, but yes, I believe Lowell's Berserker basically changes his attack to well, he changes from magic to physical, if I recall correctly. Also, yeah, it's just like, why must you be so difficult to locate? And it's really annoying because they do literally just kind of completely damage you. And he's going to be in the last coffin, isn't he? Which is really, really sucky. Yep, last coffin I check. Oh yeah.
Horace, you're alive.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Well, hopefully nobody else suffers any periods of death whilst we are finishing off this dungeon. Because I really don't want to have to check those coffins again. And bats. Oh, of course. Yeah, I've gotten really kind of sensitive to cries of alarm now, because it's just like, is everybody okay? Oh, this has gotten a bit dark. Oh. Well, actually, that's a wonderful Christmas Eve. Maybe you need 3 ghosts to come to you in the night to, try and restore your sense of goodness, but, I have the feeling that you're a bit too far gone, mate. Either way, I believe this door takes us back to the main room. Yes, it does. And, yeah,
Something shining under the wreckage.
we're gonna have to fight, aren't we? And there's the key. Oh yeah.
A key with an insignia.
Of course. What else were we going to have these headless armor statues do but come alive and try to kill us?
Oh, I knew these things would move.
So did I.
Seen something like this before?
A sword hanging on the wall flew at me before.
The sword was for starters. Now we're getting the main course.
Now what you're going to want to do
What the hell is
is
this place?
attack the statues before... Oh, no.
The black skeleton.
Stay away. What you're going to want to do is destroy all of the statues that you can before they come alive. There will always be, I think it's like 3 at once. So making sure to get rid of the ones on the ground floor that you can actually hit is a good idea. I believe you can also shoot down the other statues, but what's the point? You might as well just kick the ones on the ground and then just fight the rest of them, because they're not that difficult, especially once you are in control of the situation.
If we smash the suits first, then there'll be nowhere for the light to go.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that I had my bow in this... Well, my crossbow in this fight. So that was silly of me, but it's just easier to fight things when they're on the ground. You just kind of just have to run up to them and hit them. Thankfully this fight isn't going to go on for too much longer. You see? Literally we just have 1 enemy, 2, 3, 4, probably just the 1 or the 2 left. And there we go, sorted.
Leave the door to me, Master Zael. We have to hurry and save Meredith.
Yep, and we are going to want to save here because this boss is actually quite challenging. Not so much because it's particularly difficult, but because it's got a gimmick which thereby makes it a pain to deal with. As you will be seeing shortly. Bloody bats. I hate you bats. I really do. Anyway, let's try and save Meredith. Hopefully she's behind there.
Horace?
Right. Leave this kind of thing to me.
This isn't going to end well, is it?
Meredith! I'll save you!
Horace, what's wrong?
Ah! Oh, that's wonderful.
Is it a coffin? A skeleton?
Both?
It's the vampire Neverus.
Wonderful. Now, Neverus is invulnerable until you hit him with silver arrows.
Talking about? I told you.
Yeah.
I'm an archaeologist. I've seen this thing in textbooks. Neverus is immortal, but there should be a way to destroy him.
Yep, silver arrows.
What do we do?
Which is kind of typical vampire murdering. Well, it's more of a
Can't hurt it. It's just as fair.
werewolf murdering tool.
Maybe we should offer it Horace and see if
but
he can give his wife back then.
Generally,
Trying to remember.
silver
Wait, please.
I think for vampires, garlic works well. Also, cutting off the head and impaling a stake in the heart, that does the trick. What other wonderful techniques do you have for vampire killing? Crucifixes, well, religious objects do quite well, generally. Yes, now the music for this boss fight, generally the boss fight music, is called Evil Beasts. I believe its Japanese name is Jiaju. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. This isn't like Toberu Mono, where like it flows. But something like Jiaju. That sounds reasonably correct, I think. Now, as you can see, this fight can be such a pain. Physically getting him to the point where you can hit him is a pain, and also he doesn't stay in this state forever, and when he comes out of being able to hurt him, he does a very powerful spin attack, which can decimate your life very, very quickly. Also, he runs from you. So it's a bit like, come on, Neberus. Why you be so much of a pain?
He's invulnerable again.
Do you not think I noticed, Dagran? So this is probably the most dangerous position I will probably potentially ever be in the last story, if I recall correctly from what I recorded.
There's no mistake. This freak's behind everything.
Sounds about right.
Humans to sustain their life force, right?
Yes.
Ladies, its newest show.
Vampires generally go for ladies. I mean, Dracula does. He likes the young ladies very much, does good old Dracky. I'd say reading Dracula is a very interesting thing to do. Because it's not really something that you, like, Dracula's become such a key part of popular culture that you just don't generally think about it. Like, the whole idea of Dracula is embedded in our culture now.
This is more like it. It's a man's job to save a damsel in distress.
Don't get sexist, Lowell. Definitely do not get sexist, that's a bad idea. But yeah, the Dracula of Dracula is obviously created the Dracula that we all know and love in popular culture, but he's much more mysterious, is Dracula in Bram Stoker's novel. Not quite as hammy, I guess is the word. He's a lot more threatening. Now, you can do this fight a lot quicker than I am, but I fail miserably.
He's
Master Zael,
Don't worry, I've got him. Kind of.
Immortality makes you this stubborn.
I just wanted to get a little... Oh no, I don't have any arrows. Bugger!
my wife! Meredith is still alive! It's running.
Now, catching him in doorways is a good idea. He can't really run when he's going through a doorway. Apart from when he's running and going through a doorway, but he's easier to shoot at when he's coming towards you through a door, because he has to kind of slow down and stop. So he's a much closer target. Will you just die already, Neberus? I'm getting annoyed at you. This fight has been going on for far too long. You just need to die already, man. Like, seriously.
He's invulnerable again.
Not for long.
Now's our chance.
Immortality makes you this.
Oh yes. Very good Neverus gets stuck on the door. Take that, you annoying boss. Ugh. Sorted. Yes. We've saved Meredith.
We can go home. Woo!
My reaction exactly, Yurick.
Oh, he's a little scamp, isn't he?
What about Meredith?
Yeah, let's go rescue her now. That would be a good idea.
Oh, my pumpkin!
Horace.
Oh, Meredith!
Everyone's watching
I
too.
see you again, my beloved Meredith!
No,
Oh,
don't mind. I'm just so glad you rescued me. Thank you.
I wasn't scared. Man-eating mansion? Ha! Nothing to it.
Oh, so you weren't flapping about, screaming like a little girl.
Me, scream? No idea what you're talking about.
You've, pissed your pants there.
What? In sweat?
At last, our night in the haunted mansion is over. I don't really know who or what that boy in the mansion was. But I think he's resting in peace now. This mansion was surrounded by weird rumors. But now, it's like there's a calm about the place. I don't think anything strange will happen here anymore.
Aww. Now that's actually, I think, the only time that anybody other than the narrator does any narrating. Which is actually really interesting that that's the case. I'll have to double check as we get later on, but if my memory's not deceiving me, nobody else actually does any ending narrations. So, we've got more to do. Let's get to it.